505 Games, Rat and Bear Studios, Sumi Atari, made in Unity. Right. There we go. I did try playing through this a bit before, but I didn't get past like the very first battle, so we're just gonna start a new game. Yes, from the beginning. Alright. I have to figure out the controls for this as I go. It does look beautiful. The way the sprites are moved feels a bit weird, but eh. Been walking for a while now. Alright, introduction to our protagonist, apparently. This is CJ. A young girl descended from generations of scavengers. She has come to oh boy, I don't know how to pronounce that. New Nevea to complete her family's rite of passage. Rune barrows discovered. Wealth beyond your wildest dreams awaits you in New Nevea. All adventurers welcome. Based on what I heard at the end yesterday, it shouldn't be too far now. Unless I'm lost. Yes, stop! Honestly, I feel like maybe I should have a controller for this, I don't know. You, help me out, will ya? What have we got here? Thieves? Bandits, they're all over the place lately. Look like you can handle yourself in a fight, though. What's that supposed to mean, huh? I'm a regular, everyday trader. You have to go around judging folks on how they look? Wow, sorry. Going after helpless traders now, are we? Clear out, little girl. You don't even have the decency to deny it. Can't just watch a man's property get stolen, can I? It goes against my principles. Okay, how do I fight? Well, come on then, cowards. I'll take you for all you're worth. Okay, here we go. Z to attack, space to jump, left shift for unique skill. Alright, so... And I guess I move with the arrow keys. Approach and attack incoming enemies. Although some fights can be avoided, occasionally enemies will block the path ahead. Always be ready for some action. Quick step forward while in motion and backwards while stationary. Time your moves right and you can use the skill to evade enemy attacks. Okay, well, simple enough. Gave me a chance to actually learn some attack stuff. Ooh, hold on a second, though. My, I was getting some weird lag spikes with my OBS, but it looks like it cleared itself, so... whatever. Seems to be okay now. Retreat! Not bad at all. Better than I expected from a youngin'. Smiley. Hogan's the name. You really saved my skin. I owe you one. Hogan, never one to miss a trend. Hogan was quick to notice the sudden influx of adventurers to New Nevea, and even quicker to set up shop at the town's authorized trading post. Cute, cute. Now, for any who don't know, this game was made by the original creator of the Suikoden series, which I played the first 2 games on streams here. I've got most, all but one episode of my Suikoden Let's Play, or my Suikoden stream, I should say, ended up going on my YouTube channel, which is linked below, by the way. I did, with both of my Suikoden series, I did have an issue where I did not end up getting the video downloaded for one of the scenes in both Suikoden 1 and in Suikoden 2, so sadly, they're both missing like one episode in the middle. I haven't finished uploading the Suikoden 2 stuff yet. But either way, part of the reason why it's giving this like big little intro scene to the characters as we go is because like Suikoden, Eiyuden Chronicle is heavily focused on the characters that are in the game. Now, like I said before, I've purposefully avoided most of the stuff about the game. I backed it way back in the day when it first came out for the Kickstarter, and then I basically shut myself off and have been ignoring updates, have been purposefully just keeping myself blind so I can come in this as a brand new experience. Like I said, I did play through this first battle scene a couple times, just when I was trying to like get things set up to stream it before, but then I never like came around to stream this because I had other things I was streaming. But hey, now we're here and now we're gonna try out. Anyways, I should actually get back into the game. Anyways, I'm CJ, Honorable Scavenger, at your service. Honorable Scavenger? How's that work? Well, scavenging is just treasure hunting, isn't it? Only difference between that and thieving is whether your mark is living or dead. Is archaeology grave robbing? That's thieves think too highly of themselves anyway, though. Yeah, think too highly of themselves, though. That's what my clan says, anyways. So, scavenger suits you better, huh? Your journey into New Nevea for treasure, then, I take it? Sure am. What about you? Just left, picked up some trinkets, and came out here to sell them off. What about lenses? Do they have lenses? Yep, plenty of them, too. I even heard of some lucky souls finding rune lenses down in them barrows. Yes! I gotta get down there now. That humongous lens is as good as mine. Which way to the town? And what kind of gentleman would I be if I didn't take you there myself? Least I can do, after all. Back again already, Hogan? Wait, where's your escorts? Bolted at the first sign of bandits. Paid good money for them, too. Bandits again? A tougher bunch than last time. Someone ought to do something soon. Look, we're just here to guard the checkpoint, alright? If you've got a complaint, take it up with the acting mayor. Yeah. And who's this little lady? Her name's CJ. She's honorable scavenger, here to accept the acting mayor's generous invitation. I'm giving this guy's Archie's accent. He's got too much of the cowboy southern in him for me not to get into that. And she's more reliable than you layabouts, that's for sure. Another reckless adventurer willing to risk their lives, and a child at that. I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. There's not a single member of my clan who's got their heads screwed on. Reckless fools, every one of them. Alright. Fair enough. Acting mayor will certainly be glad to hear that. Proceed. I like this town theme. We're meeting a parakeet man, it looks like. Back so soon. I'm quite sure I watched you leave just a little while ago. You won't believe what happened, Squash. My word. Well, at least you're unscathed. Thanks to this young lady, no less. Madam CJ, was it? Squash, authorized appraiser. A pleasure to meet you. Squash, a connoisseur of all that shimmers. The promise of a glimmering future drew Squash to New Nevea to open his accessories shop. His discerning eye quickly earned him the role of the town's authorized appraiser. Nice. Authorized appraiser? Indeed. It is my duty to appraise the artifacts excavated from the barrows. What for? Why, to determine their value, of course. All artifacts found in the barrows are subject to an explorer tax of 30%. Woo! 30%? That's what I was saying too, CJ. You haven't heard the worst of it yet. If you want in the room barrows, you're gonna need an explorer's license from the acting mayor. Excuse me. And that license don't come cheap. Ain't that right, Squash? I'm afraid so. This mayor sounds proper rapacious, if you ask me. Yep, rapacious is the word. White. Well, what's to stop me sneaking out the other side of the ruin anyway? Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. You get caught trying to hightail it out of here with a bag full of loot, well, you won't get very far. Bears hired an unsavory from the East Reach to put a stop to any thieving that might occur. So I've heard, at least. Excuse me, jeez, why is my throat messing with me right now? Okay, hopefully that'll help. I've seen many a crook dealt with in my day, but that mercenary is unnerving. I'm quite sure his presence is the only thing keeping those bandits from darkening our door. How's about we go see the mayor for ourselves, eh? Even a rapacious old soul can be reasoned with, after all. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Right this way, town is just ahead. Well then, perhaps next time we meet, you'll have handfuls of treasure for me to appraise. Until then, farewell. Music might pause for a second, clicking off screen. Here it is, a flourishing new frontier in the grip of a gold rush. Welcome to New Nevea. Not much to look at, is it? Well, I did say flourishing, didn't I? Work in progress, huh? Is this an earthquake? Yeah, I can't stand earthquakes. Excuse me, jeez. You're fine, wasn't even that big. Right. Anyway, earthquakes are pretty common here. Best be on your toes. Of course, it sinks to an earthquake that we found in Barrows. Real big one, about 3 months ago. So that's what happened. Well, I best be getting back. Got a store to run after all, or I will eventually. Hey, now he sounds like Archie. Figured I'd make a buck or two by setting up a trading post for adventurers to trade their wares. Mosey on by once I've opened up. Wait, where can I find that mayor you were talking about? Town office in the plaza, I suppose. Where else? Thanks again, Hogan. Stay out of trouble now. Fingers crossed, Missy. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye. Now then, time to track down this money-grabbing mayor. Alright. So, from the main menu, you can check your current quest progress as well as your stats and items. A mini-map showing your location is also displayed on this screen. This bustling plaza is the beating heart of New Nevea? Still not sure how to pronounce that. Oh, I'll have to get corrected on that at some point in the future. With townsfolk passing through it day and night, the town office sits at its center, where the bulletin board can also be found whenever CJ feels like helping the residents. Alright. Oh, hey, who are you, miss? I don't know, can't talk to you. How about you? You talk? Doesn't seem that way. Excuse me, any idea where a girl might find that rapacious act? I already know this part, sadly. You end up finding out, you know, let's let it play out. Any idea where a girl might find that rapacious acting mayor I've heard so much about? Rapacious? How rude. Oh, lighten up. Wait. Not you, is it? I am Isha, the acting mayor of this town. Yes, I should very much like to know who considers me rapacious, though. There we go. Yeah, I had seen that Isha was acting mayor. I think one of the little blurbs before I shut myself off had shown that. Having taken over as acting mayor after her father went missing, Isha was responsible for the decision to open the quarry to adventurers and for taxing them for the privilege. Oh, well, that's, Hogan and Squash? Wow, you just threw them under the bus. Jeez. Them again. Perhaps their taxes are due for an increase. Jeez, that's not the way to handle it. Sorry, guys. So, rapacious might have been a bit much. From what I'd heard about the mayor, I was expecting some old fogey. Not a, charming young woman such as yourself. How old are you anyway? 16. What of it? This always turns me off a little bit with a lot of JRPGs, is when I'm playing characters that are, like, under the age of 18. Like, I'll be 36 tomorrow. Literally tomorrow. And, you know, I just don't relate to kids anymore. I just don't. I've lost touch with that side of myself, I think. There's still, like, the child at heart in me, but it's like, I'd rather follow adults. This being said, obviously this character over here has been put into a position of authority and power and likely will be generally more mature, but we'll see how things go. Well, same as me. I'm CJ. Nice to meet you. An adventurer, I presume? Never judge a book by its boots, as they say. We welcome all sorts here. CJ. Initials, perhaps? Prefer to keep your real name secret? Is that it? Enough about me. License, that's right. I came here to get an explorer's license. An explorer's license costs 100,000 bakwa. Not a penny less. That is insane. I don't even understand the value of this currency, and that sounds insane to me. Like, even if we're assuming it would be like the equivalent to yen, what would that be? We'd drop. It'd still be like $1,000. It's an insane amount. 100,000 bakwa. Are you mad, woman? Do I look like I've got that money on me? I'm 16. Give me the children's fee. Like the horse carriages in the city. You think me as dull-witted as that? Even your horse carriages consider anyone older than 12 capable of paying full price. Huh. Well, you know your horse carriages, I'll give you that. Fret not. We offer assistance to the financially enfeebled. Take this stamp card, collect enough stamps, and I'll issue you an explorer's license. Stamp card? The residents of New Neva post odd jobs on the bulletin board frequently. Complete a task and that resident will stamp your card for you. So I have to help out around the town, is that it? In a nutshell, yes. Many were troubled considerably by the earthquake 3 months back. Help is in great demand and short supply. Piece of cake. Don't go anywhere, because I'll be back for my license before you know it. That feels like foreshadowing. Alright, collect stamps in this card by helping the townsfolk with whatever they need. Essential for acquiring an explorer's license. No adventure in New Nevia can be without their stamp card. Alright, make us one. First day on the job. Huh, don't suppose you know of anyone who needs any help around here. I sure do. Really? Who? Me. Oh. Look, I'd love to help you, but if... wow, CJ. But if it's not going to get my card stamped, I'll have to decline. Stamp? Like the ones Mary Aisha gave everyone? I got one. Look. Wow, even you kids have them. Excuse me. With this stamp, adventurers will perform any and all tasks you require. So use and abuse them. That's what Mary Aisha said. Ah! Rapacious might have been right on the money after all. Are you an adventurer too? Yep, call me CJ. What's your name? Loving this music. Priya. So, will you help me, CJ? I certainly will. What can I do for you today, Priya? Oh man, okay, good. I thought that was... You was starting to do child speak for a second. Find Yum Yum. Yum Yum ran away from home and hasn't come back yet. Can't be having that now, can we? Is Yum Yum your little sister, brother? Sounds like a dog. Yeah, a cat. Okay. My cat. She's white and fluffy and cute and cuddly. You want me to track down a cat? So much for treasure hunting, I suppose. She got startled by that quake earlier and jumped out the window. She's still little, so it's dangerous for her to go out by herself. If she wanders outside the walls, she could be eaten by a monster. Oh, please find her for me, CJ. Yum Yum is my most treasured friend. Treasured, you say? Well, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's finding treasure. I'll have Yum Yum back to you in no time. Well, thank you. I'll be right here, okay? That was cute. Alright, let's actually... I'm gonna say let's check the bulletin board, but looks like nothing going on there for now. An outlander. Save your breath. This used to be a quiet little village till you showed up. Nothing but a nuisance to a lot of you. What was that Isha last thinking, huh? No respect for tradition. Hey, you don't need any help apparently. Kinda mean. Whoa, never seen an adventurer like you before. If you find anything good, don't keep it all for yourself, yeah? That old bag might not see the benefit letting you adventurers in, but I do. Mine is all we've got after all, especially now they've sealed off the barrows. What use would a mining town be without a mine, honestly? Isha might be a bit daft at times, but she's right about this. What'd you mean? Greedy, certainly, but daft? I didn't mean nothing by it. She's just different from the rest of us. Nothing like the rest of us. She's different from the rest of us as well. Anyway. You haven't seen a fluffy white cat being cute and cuddly around here, have you? I have. Priya's cat, right? Yum Yum? Really? Where'd it go? Wow. I pulled its tail and it ran off into the woods. Why'd you pull the cat's tail? Yeah, thank you, CJ. You know what? I'm liking CJ more and more as this goes on. Why would you pull a cat's tail? Why not? Nothing to do with an outlander like you anyway. You're a little charming. She's only small, so she'll get... Wow, you know this is what would happen? So she'll be gobbled up by monsters for sure. There are monsters all over the place since the mining started. There'll be no cats getting gobbled on my watch. I promised Priya I'd return her treasure, and that's what I'm gonna do. I appreciate the info, kid. I've done without the attitude, though. Seriously. You can now go from town outskirts to the Great Forest. There are a variety of dungeons around the town, each rich with their own unique resources ready for you to mine. Since the earthquake, monsters have been sighted in greater and greater numbers, so proceed with caution. Okay, well, let me go look around in some of the rest of town first. Oh, well, can't go that way. Guess I really don't have anything else to do, so... Thankfully, my RPG instincts of talking to everyone does seem to help. Okay. Now we're outside of town. Can I swing? No, I can't attack. Can't use my ability either. So that's the Great Forest. If I keep going this way, what do I come upon? A blockage. Okay. The Great Forest, a large, lush forest located just outside of the border of New Nevea. While the area is rich with food, wood, and stone, the monsters which have gathered there since the earthquake have made it a dangerous place to live. Real quick though, I'm going to take a quick break. I gotta use the restroom, and I will be right back in just a few seconds. Well, maybe a minute or two, but yeah, shortly.